A Pensacola woman says two teens carjacked her at gunpoint, but allowed her to gather her things before taking her car. Fox News reporter Joe Salvatore has reaction from the victim.
Joyce Stallard lives in a West Pensacola senior living complex on Cervantes Street. She says nothing ever happens in her parking lot, but all that changed Monday night.
I was coming home from my sister's apartment. I had gone over there for supper.
Stallard drove her 1990s Honda Accord down Strong Street from Pace Boulevard. She stopped briefly at M Street and noticed some teens walking on the sidewalk. They waved at her to stop.
And I didn't stop. I never stopped for anybody.
She continued on and pulled into her complex's parking lot.
And I took my keys out of the ignition and opened my door.
Someone was waiting there for Stallard.
He says, "Give me your keys." And I looked around and there was a gun. I said, "Okay." And I had my keys and I went like that. And I said, "Wait," I said, "I gotta get my house key off here." And I got it off as fast. I'm surprised I got it off so fast. So I took that off and I said, "I gotta have my purse out of the back." And he says, okay. He goes, "Just hurry up."
She got out and handed him the keys, and one of the two suspects helped her gather her things from the back seat. The two boys got in Stallard's car and sped away, leaving her unharmed.
I'm surprised my car started that fast because it's just an old car.
Stallard called 911 as soon as the suspects and her car were out of sight.
I told them that I had been carjacked by gunpoint, and I gave them a real quick description of my car.
Pensacola police wasted no time getting the information out, and an officer spotted the car on Jackson and Y Streets. The officer chased the fleeing suspects in Stallard's vehicle for several blocks. Eventually, the suspects pulled into a Navy Boulevard apartment complex and ran from the vehicle. Police arrested 15-year-old Derek Stewart and 16-year-old Philip Elliott. Both are charged with robbery, carjacking with a weapon, and resisting an officer. Stewart is also charged with driving a vehicle without a license and eluding police. Stallard says during the robbery, the teens were patient and somewhat polite.
I was just thinking, boy, these are just kids. You know, they were not very big. They were skinny, you know. And I'm just saying, oh, geez. You know, this is probably the first time they did that. They're so scared. And
Stallard was just glad she wasn't hurt. In Pensacola, Joe Salvatore, Fox 10 News.
We're certainly glad she's okay. There's no word if either teen has made bail.